Tonight, we're looking at some live shots. The president is preparing for the State of the Union tomorrow evening. We're actually looking at that was the House of Representatives, where the president will be speaking tomorrow. Now, we're just hours away from his State of the Union address. And as the president does and gets ready for the State of the Union, it's coming after a very rough year. Things have been really serious for President Obama. First and foremost, the Boston Marathon bombings. It left America with a series of vulnerability. Then the exposure of secret U.S. government programs to collect phone data. Then, of course, there was the government shutdown, the rollout of the Affordable Care Act, and polls are still saying that ACA Act rollout was something that hurt the president's approval rating a great deal.
There was a time when I was a young invincible. After 5 years in this office, people don't call me that anymore.
Now, Tuesday night, the president heads up to the House podium at 9 o'clock Eastern time. We'll be looking at it and tearing it apart to see what exactly the president is talking about and if he's getting ready to work on preserving his legacy. Now, joining me to discuss exactly what we can expect tomorrow is Professor Charles Barrio with the Florida State University Department of Political Science. Dr. Barrio, thanks so much again for being with us. And what should we expect in the State of the Union tomorrow?
Well, I don't think you'll get a particularly important speech, but this is important for the president because he can improve his situation. He can get his message out, which he hasn't done extremely well, so that's important for him.
Are we starting to see him get ready to move into creating his legacy? A lot of people are saying it's time for him to really get his legacy moving forward, and the Affordable Care Act hurt him. Is that what we'll see tomorrow, the start of preparing for his legacy?
Well, I think that one of the things he has to do is kind of sell the Affordable Care Act better, make it clear that that's an important part of his legacy, and try to explain it better, try to explain to people the cost of not enrolling, and just kind of make the case that it could work.
Now, with obviously the fact that the government went through a shutdown and there's been so much back and forth with Republicans, will the president do any kinds of almsgiving or reaching out across the aisle to the GOP to hopefully make things work better for him this House session?
Well, I think that he'll say that he's going to get along, but he has to do what he has to do. And he really needs to think about 2014. And he has to do things that can help his party in some ways. So he has to talk about not being as having as much gridlock as they've had, and just getting more done. I don't know that it'll reach out really, other than saying those things.
Professor, I want to ask you one quick question. We only have a few seconds left. Congressman Bradel from South Florida resigned. Is that going to help the GOP in the 2014 midterm elections?
It's not a bad thing for them, but
I guess it just remains to be seen.
Yes, I think so.
Thanks so much. Dr. Barrio from the Florida State University Department of Political Science. Again, the president's speech will be tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We'll be covering it right here on ABC 27.